Hello everyone! I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom week 27 day 7. So today we're going to be going over all of the weekly spoilers, which is a pretty decent amount. Next week we have ourselves season 5 or campaign 5. I always just call it seasons. That's what most games call it, though they're technically called campaigns. But campaign 5 is starting up tomorrow. With it is going to be the first campaign that introduces a new type of gem to the game. This will probably be a new feature coming in almost every subsequent campaign. It was something done in the most recent patch. Of course, we end up getting Uber Doom Skulls. However, every campaign we are likely to also get a new gem. This campaign, they didn't make a post on it. I thought they would. Maybe they'll do it tomorrow. But basically what the gem should do is a lycanthropy gem. Basically what a lycanthropy gem is likely to do, though we don't officially know what it'll do, it's about a 1 in 30 chance it'll replace a purple on the board. So kind of like how Uber Doom Skulls occasionally replace skulls, the lycanthropy will occasionally replace purples. And we don't know exactly what it will do when matched, but it can be assumed that it will apply lycanthropy to a random enemy, most likely. Seems like something that it would do, and maybe some kind of additional effect. But it'll almost guarantee apply lycanthropy to a random enemy when matched. So yeah, that's going to be the new power gem. It's probably going to be the most annoying one out of any of them. I'm not sure why they started with such an annoying mechanic, but yeah, we'll see how the next 10 months go, or 10 weeks go, because we're going to have to deal with it in every single battle, from arena to events to guild wars to everything. I don't think there's a single thing it will not be in. Even delves will end up having it, like when you do 500 peer factions and stuff like that, which in some instances might actually be a beneficial thing. That's one of the few instances where it might actually not be horrible, is in delves. Though it does count as a def most likely if you get transformed by it in a delve. However, it'd be helpful for changing your team. If it's a really bad delve that has really bad options, you can hope that lycanthropy changes you into a beast that's not useless, and then win with that beast. So there's that strategy, if nothing else. But anyways, let's go over all the weekly stuff. So as far as the new troop, this will be available for Glory. It's an epic, so you'll be able to stock up on brown red arcanes if you've been needing them for anything. As far as what it does have a lycanthropy effect. Quite a few things will be having this exact trait. Basically, it's a 50% chance to convert a purple gem to a lycanthropy gem at the start of every single turn. Basically making it so you'll have the lycanthropy mechanic. Also keep in mind, there is an achievement right now, I think, for matching 300 lycanthropy gems? 100? I don't know what the number is. Some kind of number. But for matching some amount of them. And this is probably the main thing you're going to be using for it, since there's almost nothing else that has the mechanic. Actually, it'll literally be the only thing, unless you just want to randomly get alpha purples. So you're probably going to have to use a couple of these things and just hope you randomly get lucky. That's pretty much the game plan for getting that achievement if you want to rush it down. We'll probably make a team forward on the Monday video, just going over something that can kind of rush the achievement if you just want to get it done quickly. But as far as what it does, it's pretty much useless. You'd mostly just use it for the achievement. It steals some life from an enemy and inflicts death mark onto a random enemy for each lycanthropy gem on the board. This can end up applying 4 times death mark. However, if you want to do this, it is probably just more consistent using Archmage's hero class with Deathbringer, if you can end up getting that weapon. But that's going to be way more consistent than trying to use this troop. But overall, it's okay. It has a bunch of random RNG, since you have both the lycanthropy chance to convert into beast while also having the death mark chance of insta-killing. Also, supposedly, they have fixed the glitch where death mark triggering at the same time as lycanthropy will not crash the game. Hopefully, death mark has priority, because obviously killing the enemy outright is better than if lycanthropy was to trigger. But we'll find out soon, since this troop is probably going to have that interaction quite a bit, since it both has lycanthropy and the death mark as a mechanic. But anyways, that's a new troop. As far as the scoring, we have the following really annoying scoring. Basically, just Draculus for 6, which is the mythic. Werebat for 5, which I believe is not a legend. Crimson Bat for 4. The Sun Guinia for 3. And the Varguli for 2. So, it's going to be a little bit annoying, because I do not believe this one is legend. So it would actually be priority of the mythic, which is correct. Werebat, then the Crimson Bats, and then you just worry about the other 2 at the lowest, with the absolute lowest being the V1. But yeah, it's a pretty weird one as normal. You'd basically just take it based on that, though, since there doesn't seem to be any additional amount of points based on if you keep doing the same one over and over again. It just has a variable thingy on it. So this would pretty much be the order regardless of which ones you see, regardless of their level or how many times you've taken them. So at least it's simple in that regard. But anyways, as far as other things that we got going on, of course, as I mentioned, we're getting that new lycanthropy gem. That's probably one of the bigger things happening. Of course, Campaign 5 is starting. Campaign 5, with the start of that, ends up bringing in all the rewards. Also, we'll finally be able to see what the buffed rewards are. They did, one thing that did happen last patch is they did specifically buff the $25 pack, and I'm pretty sure most people don't bother with it. However, they did indeed buff it, so we'll see what ends up doing with that, see how pay to win the extra $15 is every 10 weeks. Lately, I have been doing it, so now it might actually be worth doing it. So mostly we've been doing it just so we could show the mythic and stuff a week early. But now there might actually be a purpose to doing so. Though I'd probably still stick with the $10 one, but supposedly they buffed it, so we'll see exactly what they did with that. They also added a repick option, and while theoretically this was available for the last week of the previous campaign, most people already had all the tasks done by Tuesday, because that's generally how tasks go. So now you'll be able to have that at the beginning of it. So basically the repick system for the campaign will allow you to re-roll every single task once and only once. You cannot re-roll or re-roll. So once you re-roll it, you have to do it or skip it. However, most of the re-rolls, if not all of them, seem to be tasks that take a little bit longer, but don't require a day delay. So it would be like kill a bunch of yellow, kill a bunch of red, kill a bunch of a specific enemy or something like that. And things that you can easily do. It might be a little bit more time consuming, but it's things that you could do the day of. As far as ones that you'd want to skip, mostly treasure hunt if you don't want to do treasure hunt, arena if you don't want to do arena, though both of those aren't too bad. Some really specific ones, like if you have to use a team of 4 of a specific type, that could be a little bit slow sometimes if it's asking for a really big number. It might just be easier to get it done passively. And also, if the very last task of a certain line of either gold, silver, or bronze is very annoying, you can also end up repicking it. Like, for example, if one of them on bronze is to go find a gnome and you don't want to go use a vault key to get it done quickly, you could just go and switch it into something, and it'll probably just be like kill 30 of something or something like that, and it'd be a little bit easier. As far as time consuming and get it done passively. So those are pretty much the instances. And of course, whenever there's like a multi-day one, so if there's like a 2 or 3 days of dungeons or 2 or 3 days of adventure board, you can easily just repick that and get it done the day of. So no longer will we ever have the whole like waiting till Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday kind of thing. You'll be able to always get it done on Monday if nothing else. It might take a little bit more time, but it will now always be doable on Monday. So that's pretty nice because we always stream them all on Monday to get them all done. Also keep in mind, the one that you get randomly, I believe, is different per person. So if I was to reroll one and you were to reroll one, it is very likely we would both reroll something different. I'm not sure if it always will do the same one or if it will be different, but I assume it is completely random as far as what you get for the reroll, but we'll find out more so tomorrow since there'll be a lot more data on it. Anyways, other than that, of course, we have the World event we just went over. We got a faction event for Tuesday going for the Dark Pits. Wednesday, we have ourselves a pet rescue for the Crimson Batling, which I'm pretty sure is just undead bonus. No, Golvania bonus. For Thursday, we got the class event for Death Knight, which is a pretty useless hero class. However, one gimmick that it does have is it applies 4 times Death Mark to the enemy team when it dies, and there's actually an interaction that you can do with Elspeth, where you immediately use Elspeth to cast onto your hero and then Death Mark the entire enemy team on turn 1. That is an interesting interaction. However, it doesn't need to be leveled to do that interaction. You just need it fully traded. So overall, still pretty useless hero class because its main gimmick you could do just by being fully traded anyways. So you don't even need necessarily all the perks and everything, but you're just going to kill it immediately anyways if you're using it for the 4 times Death Mark, which is the main gimmick that you would use from it. Otherwise, you'd use it in first slot, but even then, it's a pretty bad hero class is the bottom line. Anyways, Friday, we have a very useless arena event, and that's the last thing. However, this is the first ever arena event with Uber Skulls. It is also the very first arena event with lycanthropy gems. So that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Obviously, Uber Doom Skull is going to be pretty devastating in Arena, since 10 damage is absurdly high in Arena. That's almost the entire durability of some units within Arena, plus the amount of mana accumulation is pretty high. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how Uber's mixing up, because pretty much anything that gets touched by an Uber will die in Arena. Not always, but a good majority of things, which will probably make Barrier a little bit stronger if nothing else. Not like it wasn't already really strong in Arena. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that we got going on next week. As far as this week, if you still haven't yet, don't forget the dragon, the new 50% Mana Star Dragon, which I still haven't covered a video on. I need to go do that tonight. I'm pretty sure most people by now have gotten the troop. But don't forget that the new dragon is still available. The Sensia gives 50% dragon mana start. Its ability is completely useless and is almost entirely used just for its final trait. However, there are a couple teams that aren't completely useless with it, though most of them do require having mythics. But if you still want to pick it up, it is still in the event queue drop table for the next several hours. You got like 6 hours left. Then it'll be in the drop table in about a month with everything else. Keep in mind, this will not be in the drop table for the next Mythic coming out early June. However, for the Mythic coming out early July, it will. So wait until early July if you want to try getting this thing, if you have a limited amount of keys. Actually, I'm not even sure if the next Mythic is even that good. Let's see. How's the new next Mythic? Let's see. This is in a couple weeks. The next Mythic is... isn't it right there? Where is it? Mythic, where are you? There it is. What is the next Mythic? Oh yeah, next Mythic is useless. You might just want to skip on it. It is a very useless one. So you might just want to wait till the July Mythic then. Let's see what's the July Mythic. Because once the July Mythic rolls around, you'll have a chance of getting this thing if you haven't already. It explodes a 3x3 gem. Gains magic times 1.5 plus 1 armor. Barrier a random ally for every skull destroyed. Interesting. That's a Mythic? Reflect 75% skulls, though. With 50% spell reduction. Oh. This is like a Mythic Golem. And gain 5 to a random skill on 4. Wait, what? Gain 5 to a random skill per extra turn. That is a... Yeah, insane growth is right. That is a really interesting trait. Be curious to see what legends and stuff get that, because that's not a unique trait. That can be put on anything. That's like a legendary trait just in itself. Wow, that's a pretty good lineup for traits. Though you put a single stun on it, it doesn't do any of that, so... Really weak to stun. It doesn't have any cleanse either. It's going to be a really big issue. You're almost going to guarantee you have to use cleanse on this. It's also going to be really bad on defend for that reason. Kind of interesting, though. So basically, it's a golem that allows you to barrier a bunch, your entire team. Oh no, that doesn't seem useful, though. It has no damage. It seems kind of weird. Also, there's already a troop that places barrier like that. It's basically just for its traits, but I don't know. That's very weird. I can't really see an instance where it would use this. Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't there already a troop that, oh, typing in barrier wouldn't be too, I don't know. Isn't there a troop that, yeah, this one. Explode a gem, barrier an ally for each skull destroyed, and gain a bunch of life. That's basically what the Mythic does, but for 11 mana cheaper. And it gains life instead of armor, which is arguably better. Though it gains a lot less of it compared to the Mythic. And its traits are obviously worse than the Mythic. But its ability is better, which doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Plus, Draconian Monk is just better for doing it as well. Oh no, that's kind of weird. Anyways. So, things. Let's go take out Adventure Board, since we do have a few good things on here. And if anyone has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. And of course, we'll have a lot to go over tomorrow. Let's go get the Finisi out. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Hello, everyone! Hello, Bill! Hello, Imperial! Hello, Warren! Hello, David! Hello, Logic Slayer! Hello, Cookie! Hello, Barbara! Hello, Stats! Hello, Isabel! Hello, Alex! Hello, Stode! Hello, Andre! And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Insane Growth is Wordbreaker's third trait, is it? Oh yeah, they did buff it. That is actually pretty much just Wordbreaker's final trait, isn't it? Wordbreaker is that bad of a Mythic that his final trait looks like a non-final trait. Interesting. But yeah, I forgot. His ability used to be 4 to all stats, but they buffed it to 5, so it is the same trait. His trait didn't used to be that. It used to be weaker. And then they made it slightly less weaker, but still weak. Hello, Huang. Welcome. Got our gem key. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, isn't there gem keys on that last event key thingy? I believe you get like 2 gem keys prior. Let me go peek at it. Let's see. Yep, I caught it. 2 gem keys. I can memorize stuff sometimes. I was gonna say, why did I do that? But never mind, that is enough damage. The Ulbadoom Skull. It's gonna be weird starting to see Lycanthropy gems. I wonder what they even look like. I don't think we currently know what a Lycanthropy gem looks like yet. We'll find out tomorrow. They still never made an official forum post on it either. I was expecting we'd be able to go over it tonight, but apparently we'll find out tomorrow probably. Maybe they'll post it exactly at 3 a.m. Kind of like how they post a mythic exactly at 3 a.m. and stuff like that. Like, they don't do those preemptively. They do it exactly when it happens. So they're probably going to wait till exactly 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to post it, which is bad because I'll be sleeping. Well, we might be up to go record the video. We'll need some caffeine. It looks like a wolf. Oh yeah, did Salty show it on her Monday stream last Monday? Did she even stream last Monday? She's been missing a lot of her streams lately. Oh, you can see it in the achievement for the picture. Oh, true. I forgot it uses as the icon for it. It's kind of hard to see since it's kind of grayed out. Oh no, it lived. Don't you have 50% reduction? 25. And now it is dead. 2 gem keys, which honestly I feel like is better than 4 event keys. Oh, Salty didn't stream at all last week. Oh no. I hope she does soon. I want to see how bad she does at Puzzle Quest. We won't be able to know for the first few streams because Chapter 1 is so easy. But I want to see how she does on like Chapter 3 and forward. Though it'll probably take her about a month or 2 before she gets there. But I'm really curious because that's when the game starts to get like actually challenging. Like by Chapter 4, 5, and deeper. 1 and 2 are pretty much just free, especially Chapter 1. Let's see. I was sick last week too because of the shot. I need to get that legend video out. We covered it a couple times though across the streams this week. I think we had the team maids by like Tuesday, and I never bothered doing the video yet. Definitely need to. But yeah, that shot is intense for the first few days, the vaccine. Let any feel normal again. Let's see. 1 month? You're underestimating, I know, right? I underestimate how much she talks. Like, she'd still be talking right now. Like, she wouldn't have done a single battle yet. Like, 15 minutes into the stream. And don't forget, it is Sunday, so always worth grabbing this. I don't even need diamonds anymore, and I still go for it. It's such good value. It's the only day I go for it, just because its value is so absurdly good that you would never want to not go for it. You could literally have just started the game and have 50 gems left in your inventory, and it is still worth using those 50 gems to go buy this thing. It is such good value. Plus, you get a free Celestial, which matters earlier on in the game. Obviously, to us, it does not matter, though. But it's a great source of Celestials as well. If you don't need the 1,888 of them. Or if you still need them, I mean. Anyways, so where were we? Let's go, and we cleared out that. We cleared out that. I believe we have everything done as far as the week. Obviously, we finished out Tower of Doom. Don't forget, if you haven't done it already, you do still get loot all the way up to 25th floor completion. So if you're not completed out floor 25, make sure to complete floor 25. Until that number is 26 or higher, you've not gone deep enough. There are still rewards you can claim because you get a scroll every single time up to that point. However, once it's 26 or higher, you've claimed everything, as well as stage 12, of course. Let's see. We're still in top 50, so I don't need to do any additional battles. Though if we do dip a little bit further, we'll do a little bit more. But I think we're safe. We have like a 20 leeway or so. And it doesn't look like they're really moving much. So we should be good to go. And yeah, so we don't need to touch that. So that's good. Get her a little bit of extra gems. Not like it matters too much. But 15 gems is 15 gems. It's for everyone in the guild. So technically more than 15 gems. It's like, what, 30 times 15 is, what, 450? Let's see. We did that. We did that. We did that. Yep, that's everything. That would be everything. Oh, wait. Did I, raid? We finished raid literally instantly, didn't we? Pretty sure we did, yeah. That was already over. Okay. We've done all the things, which means let's go get more tokens. Oh, wait. We already have all the tokens set correctly. So we've been doing pretty good this weekend. We've gotten 3 Nishas, 3 Anus, and a lot of Aranias. Obviously, the most important thing is the 3 Nishas and 3 Anus. We got 2 Nishas on Friday, 1 Anu yesterday. I mean, 3 Nisha... 2 Nishas on Friday, 1 Nisha yesterday, and hopefully we can get another one today. Been having pretty good luck this weekend. Hopefully we can keep it up. I hope they're working hard on Puzzle Quest 3. It hasn't gotten a major update for like 6 or 7 weeks now, and hasn't gotten any update at all for 2 weeks. I assume they'll do an update this Tuesday or Monday night, which is tomorrow, or the other day. I sure hope they do. It definitely needs it. It's getting hard to give feedback when there's like nothing left to give feedback on. Let's see. Get our explosion. Oh, I'll take the red. Red to dead. Oh, we got Celestials. Speaking of Celestials, I wish there was some kind of point to all the extra runes. We have so many spirit runes that do nothing. Or trade stones, I mean. I wonder if she's going over tomorrow then, because there's nothing coming out this Friday. Oh, maybe she'll go over to Lycanthropy Gym. Because I don't think she's done the mechanic yet. Yeah, we'll go over the Lycanthropy Gem farming team tomorrow during the Monday video. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be 2 to 3 of the new troop coming out tomorrow, which is super easy to get. And then like a Thrall and something else probably. Something along those lines. Oh, you might have to manually take the gem though. It's going to be a slight issue. I didn't think about that. You might have to manually take the gem like you manually had to take the other one. Not to trigger the effect, but to trigger the achievement. It might have to specifically be manually swiped. Does everyone get the same scroll in the boss room? Within your guild, yes. Across guilds, no. But yes, everyone in your guilds does, I'm pretty sure, get the exact same scroll from the final. I actually forget. But I'm pretty sure it is the same. Last I recall, it was the same. It's not the same for every guild, but it's the same within your guild. It's generally not reported because you have to take it regardless. So there's no point in really reporting on what it is, since it kind of doesn't matter, since you're going to get it anyways for completing out the floor. So knowing what it is has really no impact on if you would or would not do it. Since none of those are permanent, of course. All the scrolls are temporary just for the events. Only up to 25 do you gain those permanently upgrading scrolls that are used for the weapons. Everything beyond that are just the event-only ones that only affect the events. And once the event is over, they do nothing. Oh, talking about quality of life improvements for the future. There's a billion of them that this game needs. Yeah, I think we started using Iron Gut around 18 as well. Actually, that might have been exactly when we started doing it. Because we used all of our sigils on Monday. And then on Wednesday, we just did Iron Gut the entire time. The rest of the sigils we had. Because I didn't use the Tuesday sigils until then. But yeah, still about 6 hours left to finish out the events if anyone still needs to get them completed. Either Tower of Doom to floor 26 or raids. Elemental hero class, I know, right? I wish. We will be getting it within the next year or so, most likely. When exactly, who knows? But it is happening. It has been confirmed it will be happening. It's more so a matter about. It's more so a matter of when than if, as to when it will happen. That's definitely happening. It's going to be one of the strongest hero classes, if not the strongest hero class in the entire game. Because elementals basically have become the new divines. Back when divines were ultra ridiculously, insanely meta. That is now the case for elementals. They better not nerf Mirage Queen to 40% mana start. I still wish they would revert Ishbala back to 50%. It makes no sense why it's the only one at 40%. Vine with 50% would even be broken in the current state of the game. Give me the purple. Elevate Primal Kingdom to a True Kingdom. That would technically be a place that would be perfect for an elemental hero class. I'm still curious to see if they do add a Vault Kingdom next patch, because it's we already know it's a gnome related patch, which could mean a Vault Kingdom. I'm curious what exactly it'll be like. Because it would be the first kingdom that isn't a normal kingdom. Which means we might start getting a whole slew of kingdoms that aren't normal kingdoms. Like Primal, Vault, Guardian, and what was the other one? I missed one. Apocalypse. As well as whatever other ones they might add in the future. But those are the ones that currently exist that don't exist. Like the ones that have a kingdom marker that don't actually have a kingdom location. Because they wouldn't have enough troops to actually be a normal kingdom. Though the Vault's getting pretty close to almost be a normal kingdom. Doesn't it almost have like a dozen troops? Most of them are commons though. Very hard to upgrade commons. Yeah, it is kind of weird how some of them have multiple. Like, we used to have 2 knight hero classes, but then they changed the other one to undead. Death Knight used to be a knight, but now it's undead. But now we have 2 undeads, Death Knight and Necromancer. Actually, I believe it's the only instance a hero class has been changed in typing. Was when Death Knight was changed from Knight to Undead. I don't recall any other type change. There's been adjustments to hero classes ever so occasionally. But those were pretty much the only 2. When they ended up doing like 3 different changes at the beginning, which ended up making Titan insanely good and Mechanist class a lot worse. As well as one other change. The other one was pretty neutral. And the other one was when they changed Death Knight from Knight to Undead. I don't think they ever really touched classes since, other than when they did the really big patch that added the 7 new traits for getting them to level 100 with that whole new system about 2 years ago. But aside from that, they haven't really touched hero classes since. That was the last time they did a really big anything to them. It was about 2 years ago. I'm getting cough off randomly all of a sudden. Might be allergies. Pretty bad allergy season. Luckily, because of the virus, they still haven't really been out much. Still giving it about a week or 2. And then theoretically, we can go around without a mask. I'm probably still going to be wearing masks everywhere. It's probably just going to be a new habit. If nothing else, it'll stop pollen. Or at least help stop pollen. Plus it won't be as bad when I go near smokers, because I have really bad asthma as well. There's always people smoking in front of like every building. That is one thing I like about New Jersey. They actually have a law. I'm not sure how many states have this. I know South Carolina doesn't, but New Jersey does. Where you're not allowed to smoke. It is actually illegal. Like, I think it's like a several hundred or even several $1,000 fine for smoking within like a certain amount of feet of a building. I think it's like 50 feet or something. It's not enforced extremely hard, I don't think. But it is a several $100 fine for doing so. Not sure how many states have a law like that, but it's actually a really insanely good law. Absolutely hate people that smoke right next to the building. The absolute worst. I'll throw that down. New York City has a law as well. I've been in New York City for a very long time. I think I was 13 the last time I've been in New York City. So half my life. Since I'm 26 now, almost 27. But it's been a very long time since I've been in New York City. I've just never had any reason to go back for anything. Like, I never need to go there for work and for travel. I don't know, I've kind of already seen everything when I was younger. Like, all the, like, main things you could go to. Like, sightseeing in New York, I've pretty much already done in the past. I haven't had much of a reason to really go back. I don't know anyone from New York. Have I ever seen It's? What, the movie It's? The first one? Yes. The second one? No. I didn't read the books. But I did see the first movie. Yeah, I still want to pick up a mask for when I go on the plane. I still haven't really decided what yet. I need to soon because my trip's in like 2 weeks or so. Actually, kind of like 3 weeks or so. Still pretty soon though. 3 Fridays from now, I believe it is. Because I've just been using pretty standard throwaway ones. I want to get a proper one if I'm going to be traveling. Especially to an international airport. The It Crowd? No, I have not seen it. It's 25 feet in Michigan. Or I think that's what MT stands for. Yeah, I have no clue exact feetage that is in New Jersey. I haven't even been to New Jersey for a couple years, so I should be revisiting this summer. Gonna be seeing some family. We're not meeting up in New Jersey, but we're meeting up at a location so close to New Jersey that I can easily go there for a couple days. To see all the family in New Jersey that's not going. Yeah, the Poor Boardwalk, one of the best locations in New Jersey. And it has gone through 1 really bad hurricane and 3 fires. There's almost nothing left. It has been through some times. Hey, an arcane, nice. I like we need more of them. So I'm pretty sure we have like 1 billion red purples now because we do so much explore here. Wouldn't be surprised if the number says like 3,000 or something. Actually, we should go check. So where are all the good tokens at? We haven't gotten a single good token tonight. That or I just haven't been paying attention enough to notice we've gotten a good token, but normally I notice when it happens. You don't normally miss when you see an issue or Anu. Those are some big drops. It'd be like missing when you get an epic Volky or a Volky. Because it's basically what they are in a sense, though in a different form. That is nothing though. See how many red purples do we have? Should be over 3,000 by now. Almost. 2,885. I'm actually surprised. Oh, it's almost there. Another 115. Very close. But not quite there. Give it another month. Yeah, I haven't watched TV in a very long time. Since right before college. Or pretty much the end of high school then. Like 18 was pretty much the last time I ever like properly watched TV. And I don't even watch any streaming services either. Like Netflix or anything like that. None of that. Yeah, I've gone basically time. How does it work? Math. Why am I failing so badly? 7 years. 8 years. 8 years. I've gone 8 years without watching TV pretty much. Or Netflix or anything similar to TV. Well, unless you count YouTube. In which case I have. But if you don't count YouTube, I haven't watched anything TV related or Netflix or Hulu or anything like that for 8 years now. Also, it's been like 2 years since I've been to a movie theater now. Mostly because of virus. Also, even before then, I haven't really been going much. I was going to see that one Sonic movie, but then never ended up doing so. And the movie I saw before that was... I can't even remember, actually. I think How to Train Your Dragon 3? Or the Pokemon movie? Wasn't the Pokemon movie about 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah, I don't even listen to music either. I kind of stopped doing that after college. Hey, an Arania. At least we got something not useless. Oh, also, we haven't handed out a code yet. I would say we'd hand it out on the first Anu or Nisha. But I'm concerned we will not get one this stream. We'll do it based on that, and if we don't get one within like 10 minutes, we'll just hand one out. The next double Arania, Anu, or Nisha will hand out a code. All the good drops. Because double and triple Arania is not too bad. That's not as good as Anu and Nisha, though. I'd rather get one Anu or one Nisha than 3 Aranias. Because one Anu technically is worth 3 Arania. As far as how much it can upgrade. It could take up to half an hour, true. It does take a while sometimes. I was hoping we'd get lucky. And the fact that we haven't gotten one means we're more likely to get one, right? That's how statistics work. Since we've gone like half an hour without one. Unfortunately, statistics don't work that way. Getting unlucky does not make you luckier. Still the same chance every battle. Only one token initiate. Yeah, they could take a while to farm. We got pretty lucky this weekend with 3. Normally we average 1 per week or less. We got 3 just this weekend. We'll enter the code after his chest. Hopefully that means it will have a good token in it. We'll just hand one out after his chest. Come on, something good. Where are all the skulls at? Not what we needed. Nope. Nothing good. Really bad night for tokens. We used up all of our luck earlier. Well, let's hand out a code. Oh yeah, I don't have code section open. Give me a moment. Buried over here. Then it's buried over here. And we gotta go all the way to the code section. Place in all the data. Get the link. And here you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found if your settings menu, whatever game says right over there in right over here is we put in for your invite code and settings. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy and paste the random numbers and letters starting with 2K. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. And only usable on the PC mobile version of the game, of course. And there you guys go. Okay, next order of business. Let's keep grinding. We'll go for a couple more chests. At least 2 more. Test our luck. But I'm pretty sure we used up all of our luck this weekend. Can't really complain. 3 nishas is like a month's worth of nisha, pretty much. We already hit that in 2 days. Ideally, we want to hit about 1 nisha per week, though we don't always hit 1 nisha per week. And then some weeks we get really lucky, like this one, which kind of makes up for the bad weeks. And some weeks we farm more than others, of course. Like this weekend when we have the arena events. I do that again. Arena event actually does take up quite a bit of time compared to some events. Like raids and invasions are actually the shortest events because they can basically be completed on day 1 across your entire guild while still having all rewards. Especially if everyone buys tier 3. Or up to the weapon. Because sometimes you get a new weapon. Also, don't forget, last chance to get the Wild Plains weapon. You get it from raids if you buy tier 5, or you could buy it from Soulforge. But this is the last day to get this weapon for quite a while. You won't be able to get it until the next Wild Plains event. I actually forgot to mention that earlier. But this weapon on tier 3, make sure to get it. It's not the best of the explodey weapons, but it's not horrible. It's Wild Plains bonus. Bunch of explosion. You can get summon Ketris on occasion, as well as all the Null troops. But you have 5 hours to still get that. You can get it for tier 3 off of raids, or you can get it in Soulforge, though it's advised getting off of tier 3 from raids. Do I like the arena events? The arena event, no. Arena, I don't mind on occasion. But the specific event for it is very bad because it gives very bad loot. But the actual arena game mode, I actually don't mind that much. It's a nice change of pace compared to normal. I just hate how bad the loot is for the arena event specifically. its payout is exceedingly bad. I still do it just to give us something to do on those weekends, but its payout's pretty bad. For what's basically like 3 to 5 hours of grinding, you get 1 orb, half a deed, and like a few keys, and that's it. And 10 diamonds. So I don't need diamonds, so that's basically nothing. It's like 3 gem keys, 2 event keys, 10 diamonds, a orb, and half a deed for like 3 to 5 hours of grinding. The main thing you do it for, of course, is the orb. And a half a deed's not horrifically bad, I guess. Just because there's so few ways to farm for deeds. But a half a deed actually doesn't seem horrible, even though it kind of is. But yeah, the rewards feel like they need to be like 3 times better, if not higher. Payout's really bad for it currently. Oh, that was a really good Zugoff. He's went from like 4 troops to none in a single turn. Always good when he does that. Griffin Knight's not completely useless. You use it like ever so occasionally very early in the game. Then it becomes useless. It's not the worst troop in the game though. It's like deal damage to a random enemy and create some yellow. Which is bad, but it's actually, oddly enough, I believe it's almost like a rock worm, but way worse. If someone has an ability like that, except it doesn't feed into itself, which makes it bad. And it hits randomly, which is also bad. And its mana cost is way higher, which is also bad. It's basically just a weaker version of the worms. A way weaker version. Some of those worms used to be very meta. And in Arena, they could still be pretty useful, though they're not really used outside of it, the context of Arena normally. Like Rockworm, the Frostworm, that one green bird that pretends to be like the worms. Even though it's not a worm. Though it has the same effect as the worms, pretty much. Except to a random enemy. And also there's some troops that are kind of like the worms that aren't the worms, like Fire Lizard and the Frost Lizard. They're kind of like a typing of the lizards. But there's only 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we have it for a different type. That'd actually be pretty cool for a couple other types, like Death Mark or for Fairy Fire. Like a Fairy Fire Lizard off of green would be really good. Doesn't currently exist, though. Like a green-blue Fire Lizard. Or Fairy Fire, I mean. That creates green into itself. Would actually be a very strong troop. Doesn't currently exist, though. Oh, it might. If we ever get the other 4 lizards. We currently only have a red and blue version. So purple could be Death Mark. Green could be Fairy Fire. Brown could be Barrier at random ally. And, what color did I not mention? Yellow could be, oh, maybe yellow's Barrier. Well, yellow could be Enchant. That'd be bad if they make the green one disease. That'd be a very useless troop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Arena event's one of the most hated events in the game. Mostly because they didn't really do much of a rework for it when they did it. I hope when they do a treasure hunt rework, they revisit the arena. That event definitely needs adjustments. The game mode itself, I personally feel like is fine. But payout for arena is so horrible beyond like your first couple hundred hours of playing. Unless you really need those daily offers. But even then, it's normally just better to wait than to farm them. Arena has your vote for worst game mode. Curious to see if they're going to add another gnome-related game mode. It kind of seems like they are next patch. We haven't gotten a new game mode for quite some time. The most recent new game mode is Tower of Doom? Not counting reworks, is it actually Tower of Doom? Wow. Tower of Doom was added like 3 or 4 years ago. It's been a while then. Am I forgetting one? But isn't Tower of Doom the most recent new game mode? Not counting tweaks to game modes. I'm pretty sure it is. Also, hello, Rogue Leader! Welcome. Also, a Glory Gnome. Ooh. That's the best gnome. Every drop on it's good. Even its worst drop is better than almost every other gnome's drop. It's 200 glory, which is basically 20 glory keys, which is basically the value of about 9 gems. Oh, 1,000 glory! It's best drop. That isn't the key. Nice. That's like 45 gems in value. Very good loot. And what's kind of funny is sometimes you can get such bad loot off of Volky sometimes that there are instances where 1,000 glory is actually better than a Volky. Generally speaking, a Volky is better though. 1,000 glory is still a really nice drop. Oh no, I actually don't mind Hero not being in Arena. How's everyone's day been? Mine's been going pretty well. Things starting to slowly get back to normal. As Bill mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, anyone just getting here, I'm not sure if the code's still active. But here's the code from earlier for the game. It's probably already used up, but just in case it's not, we handed it out like 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. They die pretty quickly sometimes though. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Oh, nice, Glory Gnome. We're doing really good on Glory Gnomes. Especially for not being a Vault event. Best gnome we want to see. Imagine if we actually get 2,000 glory this hour just off a Glory Gnome. That'd be insane for not a Vault event. Oh, 200. It's still good though. 1,200 in like 3 minutes. It's pretty solid. During a Vault event, you average like 2,000 per hour. So to do that during a not Vault event's pretty good. It's gonna be a while till we have another one though. I believe late June is the next one. Like the last week of June is the next Vault event. Not sure if that's the exact date, somewhere around there. I'm gonna try for Skull. I had very high confidence in it and I was correct. Gotta trust in the RNG. About 1 in 7 chance. Actually might be slightly lower. I think Skulls are weighted slightly lower. I'm not even sure these days. I just had a feeling that it would be a Skull and it was. Sometimes you just know. Ah, so we'll take the purple. Please end your turn. How are you still on your turn? There you go. Oh, you're not dead because you just cleansed. Fail. What time is it for us right now? 9 o'clock. We got it! 3 niches in a row! Well, if you're counting days, that is. 4 niches this weekend. 2 on Friday, 1 yesterday, 1 today. This has been a great Nisha weekend. We got half a Nisha medal this weekend. Well, technically slightly less than half. But pretty much half. If we can get one more, it's definitely half. Let's get one more. No, we could be here all night. What time is it for me? 9 p.m., which is Eastern Standard Time. Eastern United States. I almost forgot, when I travel, time's going to be weird because it's going to be off by an hour. That always throws me off. It took me till 23 until I finally left the Eastern Time zone. Oh, my name? My name's just Tacit. If that's what you mean. That's what we go by. Also, what's with the glory gnomes? We are doing absurdly way above average on glory gnomes right now. Like, way, way above what should be happening. Can't complain, though. I wish every gnome was replaced with a glory gnome. No, not if it keeps doing 200, though even that's still technically better than most of them. 1,400 glory. Still good. In the last, like, 8 minutes. And we'll probably gain a level tomorrow night as well. Not really in any rush to get it up. Well, the goal is to still get 1,700 before the end of the year, which we should be able to do in time. And if not, the new Dust Devil team could just power farm through it. Well, it's not really a new Dust Devil team. Theoretically, the team existed 5 years ago. But it wasn't available due to the mechanic not working. Or not that the mechanic didn't work, but you know. They nerfed it because it was too strong, and then they're like, oh, we'll add this mythic. So now people need to get this mythic in order to redo it again. Which honestly seems fair, because it was a very broken mechanic when it existed. And to lock it behind a mythic now is kind of fair. Though if I'm not mistaken, it still has not cycled back in Soulforge yet. However, it's never been available in Soulforge yet. However, the cycle for mythics has cycled back. So theoretically, it could be available next week. Because I'm pretty sure the next time it's in Soulforge is the first time it's in Soulforge. I do not recall it being in the last cycle because it came in midway through the cycle. Because it came in like, what, February or something? Oh, I'll take the Scolder. Oh, welcome, Abby. We stream every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also do other streams on occasion. Like Fall Guys and a couple others. Not sure if we're going to be doing any other game before we go on our trip, though, in a couple weeks. Maybe we'll try getting a Mario Party stream going. Still been trying to see if we can get that rolling. It's just hard to coordinate. Now that they finally added multiplayer in it. Or, you know, online multiplayer. Probably gonna do a lot of Pokemon Unite whenever it finally comes out, though. Though it's been in beta for quite a while, though. It's been in beta for almost a full solid year. Also, I still don't think they've had a United States beta yet. They've had it for quite a few countries. But not the United States yet. Actually, I wonder if it'll get presented at E3. Probably not. I'm not sure if the Pokemon Company's at E3. Because normally they kind of just do almost like a Nintendo Direct thing, but on their own channel. Where they kind of just dump a bunch of stuff at once whenever they feel like it. Let's see, we'll throw that down. There's talk that mythics don't go into chests 2 to 3 weeks after they are released. No, they should come out immediately once they release. Once a mythic, unless they've changed the mechanic. But the way that mythics work, like for example, the mythic we just had at the beginning of this month, which was that one useless magic insta-kill troop that's kind of like Iron Gut, but way worse. Well, it's not completely useless, but it's way worse than Iron Gut. But that troop should already be in Glory Gym Guild and VIP chest drop table. They used to come in immediately. So as soon as the exclusiveness for them in drop table ended, they would also then just immediately be in drop table. The chance of it occurring is exceedingly low. However, that's how they worked in the past, unless they changed it recently. But they go immediately into drop table. Like as soon as the 1 week exclusivity for them in drop table ends, They're still in drop table, just with everything else. That's how it's always been, unless you've changed it in recent times. So the one that came out at the beginning of this month is already in the drop table now. The chance of you getting it is nearly impossible, because there's so many mythics in the drop table, so the chance you specifically drop that one exact mythic is very unlikely. But it should be in the drop table. More realistically, though, if you're trying to get it, you get it through event keys when the event cycles back around for the mythic, or you get it from Soulforge for 4,000 diamonds, which normally you want to get the better ones first, obviously. So it could take some while before it cycles back around. Do I live in Canada? No, I've been into Canada quite a few times, though. By quite a few times, I mean like 3. It's actually the only other country I've been to that isn't the United States. I do plan to travel overseas eventually. One other reason I wanted to get the vaccine too. Because there's several countries that require the vaccine to visit. That might not be the case in like years from now, but quite a few of them do currently have that. I'm not sure which country I would visit first if I did. If I do it based on where I know the most people, it'd probably be Scotland. Or Scotland's pretty nice. Expensive traveling like that, though. Like, if you're making a trip like that, you gotta stay for quite some time to get value out of it. Because I'm pretty sure it's almost like 1,000 round trip, which is very expensive. Normally, whenever I travel within the United States, I wait till it's like under 100, pretty much. Like, almost every trip I ever do is like 100 or 200 round trip max. Going overseas is way more expensive. That's why I've never bothered doing it yet. I do want to eventually, though. One thing I need to remember, too, don't they have really weird power outlets overseas, too? Where you need, like, that one adapter thingy to make your power outlets even work. Because they're different than United States power outlets. How's my friend been in Scotland? Pretty good. I actually know a couple of people from Scotland, though I only have one really good friend from Scotland. And I obviously was the one who came over the other year. But now he's doing pretty good. He's actually in college right now. I actually completely forget what he's going for. But he did go back to college about a year ago. I'm not sure if I'll ever finish out a degree. I got an associate's, but you can't really do much with that. I haven't bothered getting a bachelor or master's for anything. Also because it's so ridiculously expensive to do so in the United States. Getting associates is pretty cheap, though. But everything beyond that starts to get very pricey. If you're changing guilds, is it better to do it before or after? Before. Like, you'd probably want to do it, like, right now. If you haven't already. Yeah, now would be the best time to look for one. Before 5 hours from now. What are you trying to do, trying to kill us? You almost got us. This battle is being very vicious, gosh. It's getting very close to successfully killing us. Not quite, though. Worst comes to worst, we can win with the Leprechaun. Which at this point we're going to have to. It'll kill itself, luckily. There we go. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, I think we'll end it at this battle. Call it a night. Then later tonight, we'll have the video for the dragon that came out this week. Then sometime tomorrow, hopefully later tonight if I stay up for it, I'll drink a bunch of caffeine. We'll have the video for the weekly event. And then in Arania. And then we'll go from there. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, we'll do the Chapter 5 tasks for Chapter 1, Campaign 5, Chapter 1 tasks. Since it's the beginning of Campaign 5 in 5 hours and 46 minutes. So we'll have that going on. Maybe we'll even briefly go over all the rewards during the video. Since technically some of them are new, brand new. Not just the, not just the new rewards there, as far as like the new stuff, but the extended rewards are changed compared to before due to the most recent patch. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens with it. Also, wasn't this flash offer useless? Yeah, that's flash offer is useless. Just ignore it. That one also expires soon. That was completely pointless. But anyways, don't forget to finish out all the events. Don't forget to event key the new legend, the new legend if you haven't already. And don't forget the weapon that's available in raids, as well as finishing raids if you haven't already, as well as Tower of Doom. But definitely pick up this weapon. It's pretty cheap. Get it for some gems, or to get into Soulforge, so it's better with gems. Good idea to do so. We'll get a leaderboard rewards, like from Tower of Doom. Let's see. Yes, but it would be from the guild that you joined, not the guild that you were in. So whatever your guild that you're joining did, you would get the rewards for that, not for your previous guild. So you would get the rewards, but it's based on the guild you're currently in. So whatever your guild you would join has leaderboard on is what the rewards you would get, essentially. Though there's basically almost no rewards because it's Tower of Doom leaderboard. But you would not get your previous guild's rewards, but the new guild's rewards when it resets. But anyways, guys, I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And we have a lot of stuff to cover in the next day between everything happening tomorrow. Anyways, guys, catch you guys soon. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye, everyone.